Yo, it's Demi Godcast. Okay, so The Matrix is definitely one of my favorite movies of all time. Um, I would say it's somewhere in my top three. Seen it a lot. I've done a lot of contemplation and meditation on what that means, and after, you know, understanding what it is to be unplugged and really just finding my own way out of the matrix. I was able to slowly but surely see things for what they truly are. And the truth is that the matrix, or you know what you will hear called third density or 3D, they're all one and the same. The illusion is the 3D reality, that things are finite, that there's nothing beyond what we can sense in our 3D vessels. Okay? So, to weigh in on that topic, to really understand the matrix, you have to understand the source of the matrix. Okay, so the matrix was written by a black woman, a very, very brilliant black woman by the name of Sophia Stewart. And from my understanding, the original book was called The Third Eye. And the book that she wrote was a story that compiled both the Terminator and the Matrix in one story. So the the biggest thing that we have to understand if we really do wish to get unplugged, if we really do wish to wake up, which is the Matrix's message. We need to break things down and dissect and investigate into the meaning of what the creator's intentions were, why she wrote this in the first place, and how it pertains to us as a society who is succumbing to a program that has been put in place in order to keep us enslaved to it. See, this woman, Sophia Stewart, she wrote herself into her own story. She is the oracle in the Matrix. The you got to think of the Terminator as like the prequel, although it's not a prequel. It's just the way that she writes her story. John Connor is Neo. This is all supposed to be a black man. This was the original concept, was that Sarah Connor, I think she was, a single mother because of Kyle Reese going back in time and breaking her back in, you know. Just imagine having somebody from the future just come in and just tear your ass apart. So yeah, so Sarah Connor was supposed to be a black woman, and John Connor is supposed to be JC, the second coming of Jesus Christ. Neo turns into Jesus Christ in the third movie of the Matrix, or turns into the next ascended master. So understanding the story as a whole should open your mind up to what's going on within and without, because she had 3 lawsuits against the studios and the people that try to take credit for her work, because they didn't want a black woman. Oh, how could a black woman possibly conceive of something this imaginative? See, that's the thing. It's white men that have no imagination or creativity that steal. Okay? And it's very easy for somebody to steal your work when they see you as inferior. They're not intimidated by her. They weren't, but she got hers. You see, the universe has a way of working things out the way that they should be. That was her challenge. But she got her message out. so that the chosen ones can see the prophecy that is the Matrix and Terminator. See, that movie is a prophecy. It's a story of her vision that she perceived. Okay? I'm getting deep. All right? Because I'm ready to break this shit down. Demigod Cast doesn't fuck around. Okay? We ascend out here. But, so, the Matrix is, when you break that word down, I guess it's a old Greek or Latin word for womb. And the Matrix is supposed to be representative of the womb of the first 3D vessel, the black woman, Eve, some call her, or Lilith, some will call her. But the original mother is a black woman, okay? And out of her womb comes the creation of humanity. And, the hologram, the 3D density experience program that we're in, because that's what this is. This is a third density holographic program created for our interdimensional conscious experience. We think that we're trapped in these bodies, but we're not. These bodies are just, you can die and find another body if you want. You can die and create a light body version of yourself and exist on a planet that is a proper density for your light body. Or am I getting too deep? You see, you're just learning here what the game truly is about. In my perception, if you die on this planet an atheist, you are losing the game on purpose. Because you simply either don't have a soul and are just part of the program to keep other people questioning, which is that's real. People that are here just to polarize other beings. You have to understand where the patterns are. And people that just do the same thing in patterns but seemingly fit into society perfectly, those are clones. They're just in patterns. They don't think. There's no creativity. They just repeat whatever is shown to them. Part of the programming. That's why the masses are controlled, because most people, I shouldn't go there. Well, shoot, maybe I will. Most people on this planet are here to be kept here. They are here because they feed this planetary soul system, the soul cycle. Reincarnation, it's like recycling souls over and over and over again for the being that rules this earth, which is not the Most High. Well, the Most High rules over the being that rules over this earth, but the Most High is not one to take control over such foolish games. We are a portion of infinity experiencing itself. So, I look at things on a grand scale. At least I try to. My awareness, it expands and contracts upon its uses, depending on the circumstances. But understanding the Matrix, understanding who created the Matrix, understanding what it means to be awakened. You see that song at the end of the movie by Rage Against the Machine, it's Wake Up, and it's just the guy screaming wake up over and over again. They're telling you, wake the hell up. Like, for real. I think they made that song just for the movie. And see, the Wachowskis, they knew that this wasn't their intellectual property and slapped their name on it and didn't try to give the woman credit. So fuck them for that, because that's dirty. If you want to look at some interviews on Sophia Stewart, is her name, you can find some on YouTube. It's a podcast called Red Pill, I believe, and I saw her on there. So check that out, Red Pill Podcast, Sophia Stewart. And she goes in. Because the truth about the Matrix is it's much more cerebral, it's much more spiritual. You see, myself, I'm a mentalist. I'm a spiritual, not even that. I'm an interdimensional hacker. Okay? What does that mean? That's why I'm touching on the subject of the Matrix. Truly. I am an interdimensional hacker. Chances are some of you are too. But I have been able to hack the firewalls of reality. It's not easy. I'm practicing. But I know this can be done. And I know I am meant to do it further. Because when one perceives infinity, it sparks a newfound faith in you when you can see that glory, if one ever can possibly bear it. To see an infinite number of infinities, to get that high. I was thinking in infinitudes. It's a different ball game. Okay, so perceiving intelligent infinity, we'll call it, creative infinity, where there seemingly are no bounds to how many things, how many universes, how many infinities there are. When you can understand that, you can get there, demigods. But I know that it is my path, that I have chosen the path of infinity, so it is up to me to restore it within myself. Okay? The Matrix. How do you escape? Well, your indigo self, everybody has different chakra selves. Your light body, your indigo self, your highest version of yourself, which is the third eye self, before the crown. That is what lets you ascend out of this matrix when you die. So if you can tap into that while you're living, you're good. You don't have to tap into it while you're living to not be good. That's to say, if you don't tap into it while you're living, are you still bound to be stuck here? No. The heart chakra is also a gateway. So if you can make it to your fourth awareness, you're good. Throat chakras as well. Anything through the fourth, you can make if you can push yourself to genuine fourth vibrational energy, which is the fourth energy point, the heart chakra. And if you can balance that, you're fine. Balancing self-love and selfishness. If you balance that, you're fine. You don't have to go higher than that. But for those who wish to evolve, I'll be waiting for you at the top. Okay, I wanted to get into Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle killed it on Saturday Night Live this November 7th. Yeah, he was on it the 7th, and he had a really great quote. That said, I can't even tell the truth without putting a punchline behind it. That's the very reason why I got into comedy. You know, I got into stand-up comedy just so I could say whatever the hell I want, have it be true, and I just wanted to blend the truth with creativity, or with laughter, or with extremities, so that people wouldn't know where the joke was, so that people could find it for themselves. And Dave Chappelle, so kindly put it that, yeah, there truly is a censorship problem where truth is in jeopardy right now. On social media, mainstream media, truth is in jeopardy of being manipulated. Okay? So, comedy is a weapon, so is patience. And truth will back those both. Truth will always find its way out. I mean, truth. Not what you feel. Although feelings are true, but the intention of those feelings may not be true. Oh. Look within. Look within. God damn you. And yeah, Dave Chappelle, just to touch on one last thing, Dave Chappelle, he's a master comedian. He's a master. And he had a fantastic, I mean, it's great because how funny he makes his viewpoint. It's masterful. He's a masterclass comedian. But he had a great idea talking about how pretty much, I think it's something about the kindness conspiracy or something. Kindness conspiracy. I'll put that in the tag. Kindness conspiracy, which is to give to black people for no reason, because black people had everything taken from them for no reason. So genuinely, that's a great thought to expand upon. I personally believe that something like that should actually be taken seriously, because when you think about it, Jews had they got recommendations for Nazi Germany fucking their shit up, and all the gold medals, all the awards, all the jobs, all the inventions, discoveries, all the books, all the brilliant artwork that a black person has done has been stripped, stolen, bastardized, copied and pasted, or just outright hidden from us. And there is nobody looking to restore that for us at all? How do you find everything, every part of your history, every person that was cheated, wronged, robbed, hurt, killed, just for being who they are, generations upon generations after, not even generations upon generations, just like a couple of generations. It's like like 60, 50 years, worth of shit. We can't even get that. But let alone fucking just our history in this country. There's nothing for us to be restored. And it's at the point now where, we're not even asking for shit, but we should be. We're so fucking stupid that we can't come together and demand that we have our country given back to us. Our positions in power. We need to demand positions in power. We need to demand power that was taken from us. There's so much that we have been robbed of. To this day, continuously, we're just slaves to the very thing that has oppressed us and kept us oppressed for centuries. And they just ease us into it. Okay, we'll just give you guys one liberty at a time to civilize you. Well, we're fucking civilized now. Where's my 40 acres and my goddamn mule? It's Demigodcast. Out.